their diary. DIY maintenance. It's all good and all when you know how to do your hair, your nails, your lashes, all that good stuff, until you actually have to do it yourself. And for me, I've been procrastinating. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Procrastination. People say that comparison is the thief of joy, but procrastination is also a thief of joy. Procrastination causes us to compare ourselves to other people, because if we were actually doing what we're supposed to be doing, we wouldn't be looking at other people and wishing that we were in their position, because we would be in that position. Well, in our own position, because we're all in our own lanes. But you know what I'm trying to say. So procrastination is actually the root of why we compare ourselves to other people. So what are we going to do to stop that? We are going to do what we're supposed to do. 12:07. I need to wash my hair. I need to part it, braid it, and then do my nails. I don't know how long it's going to take to braid my hair, but I'm trying to get everything done before midnight. This is me doing miracle knots. So I used my iPad as a mirror to help me part the back of my hair. No one told me that you could do this, It made the parting process so much more easier. If you want a more in-depth video of how I did miracle knots, then comment below. The date and time. When was I last young? I can't remember what day, but life was lifing. So we had a little bit of a delay, but I have done the back. I've done the back. What do you think? So I'm gonna Fulani it. I'm gonna have some going like that, and then the rest going like that. The blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. Let's go together with the speed. So we can tick that off the checklist. I still have my lashes and my nails to do, but I need to go get my car to the MOT today, so that's why I haven't done my lashes yet. That is what's missing right now. Once my lashes are done, this hairstyle is going to give for real. Took my car for its MOT and it passed, thankfully, but we got some advisories there. And then I went ice skating. I'm still practicing, so I'm not the best at ice skating. It was a good day. So we have finished the hair, and now we're moving on to the lashes. And I feel like this would be the time to actually talk about procrastination, because we need to unpack why it took me so long to finish my hair. And it is to do with procrastination. So we're going to talk about it. But there's going to be times where I don't speak because I need to concentrate. I know that braids take long to do. So I always want to start before 12. I planned my days. I had things to do before 12. I planned what I was going to do. I ended up waking up later and ended up starting my day later, which meant by the time it got to 12 p.m., I was nowhere near ready to start my hair. And I don't like sitting up all night doing things. So my cutoff point each day was like 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., where my hair was at, I said I'm going to try again tomorrow. I'm going to try again tomorrow, and that's what happened for the past few days and the last night, because I had to go to my MOT the next day. I said I need to actually finish my hair, and I ended up staying up until 3 a.m. to finish it. But yeah, what have we learned? time management can actually cause you to procrastinate. Well, it causes me to procrastinate when I don't plan. When I plan, but I don't stick to my plan. So we have more than one issue here. It's procrastination, but then it's when I'm not procrastinating, I'm not sticking to what I'm supposed to be doing. So if I'm now saying I'm going to do my hair, why have I now decided to go and clean the house? Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sticking to my plans. So yeah. So we're gonna go with short lashes, and here we go. Here we go. Got my mirror in front of me. Since I deeped procrastination, I actually have now made a conscious effort to do things, even if it's for a short period of time, to actually put in at least 10, 15, oh, at least 10, 15 minutes into what I'm doing. Because really and truly, it actually makes me feel accomplished. Even though I haven't finished something, I can hold my head up high and say, I didn't spend my day doing nothing. I did something. And the more that you do something, it will eventually end up finishing. Bars, bars. And the more that you do something, it will eventually end up finishing. And the more that you do something, it will eventually end up finishing. There's a Bible verse that I looked at about procrastination that actually was the thing that woke me up. It was farmers. If a farmer waited to plant, no, farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. And I know for me, I am quite a perfectionist. I like things done in a certain way. And if I know that it's going to be difficult for me to do those things, I don't start because I don't want to, is it compromise what I have planned in my head? So I have so much ideas in my head, right? But it's like sometimes I just don't know how to start, or I don't know how to execute what is in my head. And then I end up not starting or doing anything. That's how it's been for a very long time. But one thing that I started doing is I actually started making a list and breaking everything down one, like, to the smallest increment. So, for example, this whole DIY maintenance video, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I need to figure out if I'm going to do my hair first. Am I going to do my lashes? And then practically, it would make more sense to do my hair first because I need to wash my hair. So, I'm not going to do my lashes, then wash my hair. I'm going to, do you know what I mean? So, imagine having all those thoughts in your mind. Where would I start? So I had to literally break things down so it was less overwhelming, and everything looked like, right, this is actually very simple. I don't know why it's taking forever, or why it feels like it's such a big thing to do. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, that verse, you know, imagine if farmers said, oh, we're gonna wait, we're gonna wait for the perfect weather to plant. We all know how unpredictable weather is, especially in this UK. One minute it says that it's gonna be mild, not rain. The next thing you know, it's raining. But imagine now if a farmer was saying, "Oh, we're gonna wait until it's sunny to plant," but then it end up raining. They're gonna get nothing done because life is unpredictable. So much things in life happens. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna say to ourselves, "Oh, are we gonna end up not doing anything each time something in life happens?" No, we have to work around it. And usually, when we work around things, that's when the best projects or that's when the best work is produced, in my humble opinion. Let me tell you what happened with this video. So, the intro and how it's all laid out, that was an accident because I started recording, started speaking, and then I realized I had set the camera the wrong way because you know how for YouTube you need to set your phone horizontally. The phone was vertical. Then I said, after all that, for me to just talk, now I've recorded it the wrong way. I'm not re-recording this. So what did I have to do? I had to come up with some sort of idea to make it work, to make it fit. And then the idea came to my head. Oh, see, my channel's about becoming her. I've got Becoming Diaries theme. Why don't I just make it into like a Becoming Diaries sort of intro? And that's how that was created. So, that just goes to show sometimes, even when you are being productive, there can be unpredictable circumstances that mess up the way that you want to do things. But then you now have to question what you're going to do. Are you going to continue or are you going to stop? And what is the results of you stopping? No progression. Do we want that? No. So that's what something that I'm learning as someone who's a perfectionist. I don't like change. I don't like unpredictable circumstances. I don't, because it just throws me off. But that's something that I've been having to work on. Just continue. If things don't go to plan, continue, because you never know what the finished product can be. So I don't know who this resonates with. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has gone through this. And feel free in the comments to, provide some encouragement to us all when it comes to procrastination and being a perfectionist. Because, you know, we all need help in some way. My hair is did, my lashes are done. I'm gonna do my nails in part 2